Hey everyone, this is the LEGO Darth Vader's castle. This set is 1,060 pieces, 5 minifigures as shown at the bottom left there. It's for ages 9 and up, and it retailed in the US for about $130. This is a LEGO store exclusive. You might be able to find this at Targets, but I'm pretty sure it was just LEGO stores. Now I already have mine open and built, so I won't be showing you guys the pieces or the extra pieces and what's inside the box, the unboxing, but I can show you the box itself. I like to keep them in good contact, and they actually are pretty good looking. And you can see sort of the play features here that it shows on the interior of the castle. And we will get to our figures. Our first figure up here is Darth Vader himself. Now this set came out in 2019, so he doesn't get the newer leg printed Darth Vader. It's actually like the older style, the same one they use on Emperor Palpatine. He does, however, get the newer head piece, which is cool. I actually really do like this newer one compared to the older one. And he also does not get arm print compared to the ones that we're getting here in 2021, besides the Imperial shuttle. We can take the helmet off like you just saw earlier. It's a two-piece thing, and you see his face print there. He has some back printing, no dual-sided head, which is fine with me. And he gets his lightsaber here, which he actually gets two of, the lightsaber hilt. You'll see that later in the actual castle, but he only gets one of the actual blades. And that's pretty much it for this figure. Let's get on to the next Darth Vader. And here is our Darth Vader back-to-tank Darth Vader. It is an exclusive figure to this set. A really awesome head print, torso print, and leg print. It all looks really, really good. And my torso, and my hip prints flow really well together. And I really love when it's finished off like that. It just looks incredible. He has a white left arm and a gray right arm, which is really cool. And two gray hands with some fine back printing and some fine back head printing. And he also has this mouthpiece for him to breathe, but I'll take that off to show you what the head print looks like without it. And there it is. I'll have it focused there for you. There it is. It looks really sweet. You can see more of the torso print as well. It looks awesome, awesome, awesome. We're going to get on to our next figures right now. Our next figures are the two Royal Guards you get in the set. They have not changed since they were introduced into LEGO Star Wars. They have looked almost exactly the same, if not exactly the same, up to date here in 2019. Bar the actual capes. They've actually changed the capes. So on the inside you got like a maroon red, or to have that focused, and then on the outside you got a lighter red here, which is a really cool contrast with this figure. You got a really simple front torso print and no back print. I want to say actually on the newer Death Star Final Duel, I have the set in hand. I didn't actually go check before reviewing this. If they have back torso print, I want to say they do. Regardless, it really does not matter. The cape covers it up anyways. And it is the actual newer style of cape. And they have the same weapon. And as you saw, they just have a black head underneath. If it would focus there, there you go. And their head mold is really, really cool. And they haven't changed that ever in LEGO Star Wars. And I really do like these figures. So let's get on to our next one. Our next figure here is an Imperial transport pilot. I like to think this guy as the 501st Stormtrooper. And it makes sense as well because Anakin normally rolled with the 501st Clone Troopers back in the Clone Wars. So it makes sense for him to maybe bring up a 501st clone of his own to make a 501st pilot, because this is relatively soon after the Episode 3. So it wouldn't shock me, and I really like this figure, the standard blaster. We've all seen that in LEGO Star Wars, so I'll take that off so you can see the prints better. He looks really, really good. I'll take the helmet off as well so you can see that torso print on the front. He has the angry clone face, sadly, because this is in 2019 where they didn't quite use different heads like they have been using here in 2020 and 2021. And he has some nice back print there as well. And I'll show you guys what that head looks like back on him. It honestly looks really cool with those different prints. We've seen this mold before. In fact, I have a one to compare it to in a second here. And here it is. You can see the torso prints, the legs prints. They have changed over time. But the helmet has actually stayed the same. That's why I think this is more of like a clone, because it looks more like a clone styled prints there. You can definitely tell that with the different legs there. So I do like to think of this guy as a 501st Stormtrooper. But this is, I think this was from was it a Rogue One or Solo set? I can't quite remember. I don't have this up built. This is actually an old figure that I found in my collection. But they're nice to compare to. It also has an angry clone face, or I don't know what face that is. It's like a different variation of the angry clone. It's like a happy clone. But that is it for this figure. I really like it. Honestly, it might be my favorite figure in the entire set, and it's just a Stormtrooper. And last but not least, the best figure, the Mouse Droid. I mean, how do you get a better figure than this? It is an awesome figure. It is just amazing. It's the greatest figure in the set, let's be honest. It is a very, very quick build. Couple pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pieces. A very, very effective build for how small it is. I actually do really dig it. And it's not named a figure on the box, but I like to consider it a figure because actually here in 2021, the Bad Batch Shuttle is considered a gonk droid, a figure, so I'm going to consider the mouse droid a figure in this set. And yeah, let's get on to our builds. And here is our first build. It is Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. I want to get away with my big problem here first off. So you can flip the top up here to put Vader in. It's a very, very simple thing. I'll show you guys what that looks like right now. And there he is. It is a very tight fit, but he does fit. And now my biggest problem, like I mentioned earlier, you flip this up, you close it, and you can't see him through it. That was honestly a big disappointment to me when I first built this. I actually was a little upset when I was first done building this. It's been a while since I've done building it, so I've come to expect that now. It doesn't bother me nearly as much, but you know, it does, you know, you can't see them, and that is a little disappointment. You got stud shooters here on the side. The build is symmetrical, and it looks actually really nice besides that front piece there. And you got a clip here for his lightsaber. Now, if you hold it like this, or if you hold it like this, it's going to show through pretty badly, honestly. So you got to hold it by the blade, which doesn't make any sense. But in order to stop that color from showing through, you have to hold it like that. And then from the front, you can hardly notice it, if at all. So you gotta do it like that. You gotta hold it by the blade, which is a little disappointing, but it works and it still looks nice. And that is it for the TIE Fighter. Let's get on to the Darth Vader's castle. And here is the castle itself. It honestly just looks amazing. It is one of the best display pieces, I think, in LEGO Star Wars, period. You start here at the bottom. You get some kind of mountain terrain, which was built into the design extremely well. You get some flowing lava on here, indicating Mustafar and the environment there. You get some nice red windows here on the front. You move up, you see more, and up here you see a stud shooter at the top, which I'll show you. Up here you put your blue, I guess, transport, an Imperial transport pilot, but he doesn't transport anything really, but it does show him up there. So this clip cut out, my phone ran out of storage, so I had to clear some video storage. But coming over here to the right side, you'll see at the bottom you got a Sith holocron. We'll look into that a little bit later on, I guess. But you got some little like Emperor Palpatine type little figures there. They're like little black figures. And you got a sticker there and some stickers on these two back panels there. And a really cool holocron build. It's very simple, but it looks very effective. And a really cool mount for it as well. And then coming up on the side, it's very, very plain. Nothing too special there. This is an open window. This is another open window where you will be able to sit that guy who will pilot the top turret. But I'll show you guys that when we get to the back. Let's get on to the other side. Now getting on to the other side here, it is more or less the same actually. You got that window here, you got that window here, except on this side, you'll see it's like pretty much exactly the same thing, except this one has a function. You see this little clip here, you just grab this and you're actually able to flip it up and you get a door in here. This is where your royal guards would sit. And it's also the back to tank for your other back to Darth Vader. And I'll show you guys when we get to the back there. And you can close it very, very easily. And then coming down to the bottom here, you got a little control panel, a little light here, and then you can't see it the greatest, but you got extra stud shooters for your TIE Fighter there, which is pretty cool, or I guess TIE silencer, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it for this side. I guess you got more mountain terrain, which was the same on the other side. And you got this little stairwell here up to the side of the castle, and that is it for this side. Let's get on to the features on the back. And coming down here to the bottom, you can see that you got stickers on each and every single one of these, and it was kind of a pain doing that. You got ones on the bottom here as well, these little bottom flaps to it as well. It was really frustrating putting all the stickers on, and I'm actually a guy who doesn't mind stickers really at all, but that was actually pretty frustrating. I remember when I was building it. But it is a really cool looking, like it makes it really look effective. And what you do is you grab the TIE silencer and you're able to just kind of put it in there, and our favorite figure, the mouse droid, can just sit there as well. And that looks really, really cool. And now getting on to our next level here, you'll see that door there, which is what we get when opening this flap that I'll show you. I'll leave it open actually to provide, I guess, a little bit more light. But you saw what that was earlier. And in here is the back to tank. You can actually grab your Darth Vader back to version and just pop him in there like so. Very, very simple. And you close it like so. Very, very simple. Really cool mechanism. You can also grab your royal guards, place them there, and place them there. And they're guarding back to Darth Vader, and that looks awesome. Here's our next floor. It is Darth Vader's meditation chamber. You actually just flip this up, and it's pretty accurate to the movie. Honestly, you actually got the window there showing through the back, and you can throw Darth Vader in. Here is his lightsaber hilt that I mentioned earlier. Again, you don't get another blade for it. And here is a hologram Palpatine, which is a really cool, really cool inclusion. And I'll show you guys what Darth Vader looks like in there right now. And there he is in the meditation chamber. I can't quite get the greatest lighting in there, but I think you guys kind of get the point. And you can move the chamber down like that, and there he is all closed up, and it looks pretty good. And then you come up to the top level here. Again, very simple. I got some dust there, which is a little annoying, but you got the cannon, and all you do is you grab your 501st Stormtrooper, which is what I'm going to call him, and you just place him there, and it's like he's manning the turret, which is pretty awesome. Here is what he looks like on the other side. Alright, so overall, guys, I think this is an amazing set. I think it is a 9.9 out of 10. The reason I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 is just that you can't see Darth Vader through his TIE silencer, which is honestly really disappointing to me. But besides that, it is a literal perfect set. I love this set to death. It is easily one of my favorites. It's not my favorite. I go back and forth on it in the AT-AT. I can't quite decide which is my favorite, so it's top 2 nonetheless. And this was released in 2019, so it's going to retire somewhat soon here in 2022, probably I'd say 2022. So it has very limited time left on the shelves. So definitely consider picking this up before then, before the price raises on the aftermarket. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more Star Wars and LEGO content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.